thing to pop up.
Ordered my ADV bag. That's good.
Here it says it's running.
Yep.
Here we go. So
Great.
we are finally live. There's a little bit of a delay today, and we also have some connectivity issues, guys. So if we drop out, please don't leave the live stream because we are coming back. But yeah, Kevin, the ADVBags are live, finally.
What a journey, huh? Almost a year of work, countless meetings, Telegram messages, testing days, testing weeks, traveling, shooting, and a lot of working hours from this man right here. I was the unlucky guy who had to ride his bike and test the bags, but a lot of behind the scenes work goes on. So it's a massive project. It's the first time I was part of a project like this, from start to finish.
Yeah.
And
now we were really, really happy to have you on board for this.
Yeah.
That was a really amazing experience. So, and more to come.
More to come.
Yeah, we have more luggage systems coming up similar to this one. So
wait for the future. Yeah, and it was really crazy. Everything that we went through, all the testing, all the prototypes, and also stuff that didn't go well.
Yeah.
Which we also showed to you guys because it was important for us to show that a testing phase is not perfect. Exactly. It's testing, so we break stuff.
Yeah, I mean that's the whole part of it, and the thing is, what I wanted to do from the first get-go. Usually, what happens in the past when we get a new product is that I almost get the finished version. And then I need to dive into it and understand the whole product, and then I can start creating content and everything around it. But this time I really wanted to take you guys along for the whole ride. So the very first prototype, I even have an older prototype in the back here, which I'm not going to show today because it's super, super rough. And from the beginning to...
We're milky again. Okay. Settings doesn't change.
Yeah. 41 viewer. Are we good?
Nope.
Can you go to click on the settings?
I have.
Okay.
No.
Okay. Is it good? Okay, sorry guys, connectivity issues as we hinted a little bit in the beginning. But yeah, speaking of taking the audience with us for the first time through the whole development process, that was something special. That was really, really a cool experience to do that as well.
Yeah, it was just cool, I think, for a company to be brave enough to show failures, you know, because out there usually everything is super polished, and also now, also on the release video, you've seen everything is perfect, everything's shiny, which it should be. It's a great product, but then to show failures, stuff breaking, that's just, everybody does that probably. Yeah. I mean, I don't know if anyone has ever tested luggage as hard as we did. I don't think so. Riding motocross tracks with 40 kilos in the back, probably not. But I think it's just cool to show the process a little bit to keep you guys involved, and I enjoyed that part.
Yeah, me too. Should we jump into some questions?
Sure.
They are already flowing in. Let's start from the top. Mani, he is wondering. Are we gone again?
I think it has nothing to do with settings here. It's just that the camera auto restarts again.
And we're back. So let's start with the questions. Like we said, Mani is asking, can I install the ADVBags on a KTM 690 Enduro knowing that the fuel cap is at the rear?
Because I listened during our presentation, there's actually some hooks included that you can just screw into the back of a bike. Especially, I think that was for the KTM 690s, right?
Yeah.
Because they have not so much things to hook on the back.
Yeah.
So yeah, you can.
Yeah, I think he's also referring to the blockage of the fuel cap. I mean, yes, sure, you can install it, should be no problem. The only headache for you and for the ones with the 701, I think also, is that every time you need to fill up the tank, you need to unhook the rear. But yeah,
It's only the 2 straps on the rear. I think you can leave the front ones.
yeah,
and
yeah,
then just
yeah,
lift.
definitely. So yes, you can fit it. So we have people saying, ordered my new ADV bags. Andreas, thank you very much. Appreciate it.
You
Big
will
time.
enjoy it.
Yes, for sure. Lukasz from Poland, I assume. I have a rack with mounting plates for mounting panniers lower. Can a holster be detached and mounted to a custom back plate?
I mean, you can give him his answer, but I'll let you know as soon as we have a view again.
Because if
Audio is still rolling. You can still talk to him.
oh, but okay. Yeah, so I think what he's referring to is that if he has a pannier racks that he would like probably to detach or take the whole system apart. It's probably going to be a DIY solution. We have no straps included for if you want to separate the 3 base plates and attach the holsters to the pannier rack. So I mean, the system also works. You can put the whole ADV bag system over a bike that has top case racks and pannier racks. There's no problem at all. So not really a need to take the system apart.
But I would consider then to just take the racks off and put the rackless system on the bike,
Yeah.
right? That would be the easier fit.
Yeah, maybe he's doing something in between. Sometimes he wants to go super lightweight, but he doesn't want to have the headache procedure with taking the racks on and off. Especially sometimes if the threads are old. I remember it myself. Some threads have like not broken, but they are very, very difficult to get the screws in and out. So yeah, you can just put the ADV bags straight over your current setup. Matteo, is there any reason that the ADV bags are similar to other brands?
That's actually a great question, and I got this a lot, and I've seen a lot of comments already in the past under my videos, on the Lone Riders videos, and it's just like, you know, I think Alex said there's like 3 ways to do a rackless system in 3 different ways, like connections at the back, connections at the front, and a few different ones, but it's not, like the concept, you cannot really change it. So it's like saying that Yamaha copied whoever did the first ever motorcycle because it has 2 wheels, a handlebar and an engine. You know, it's like a certain way you can build a motorcycle, and then if you look at it from afar and you have no idea, you could say a GS is the same as a Yamaha, but then you have tailor levers, you have a different engine, how it works, you have a boxer engine and a twin, and you know, there's so many different things. And also me, I was involved now in the whole testing process, and to see how deep the people went from how deep the people from Lone Rider went into details and changing stuff, like I can totally assure you it's not copied. Yes, there is a few similarities to other brands, maybe, like there is similarities from BMW bikes to Yamaha bikes because they share rubber tires and foot pegs, you know. It's like, that's just similarities that every bike will always have. Like a rackless system will need buckles to attach it to the bike, which is in every system you will ever see. So I wouldn't say there is anything copied. I mean, there's a top bag and 2 side bags, which is like basically copying anything any other system ever done, because it's always the same.
Yeah, I mean, also, like you said, there's only, basically what I think at least, there's only 3 ways you can do a rackless system that doesn't need any pannier racks. It's first this, you have a base, you have holsters, you have internal dry bags, that's it. Second one would be to attach the dry bags directly to the base, so everything is like one unit. And the third one would be to make one gigantic kind of banana-shaped dry bag with attachment straps that go over the whole bike. And I mean, regardless of what you do, people always find some similarities. I mean, but that's what it is basically.
Yeah.
And the most important thing is like what kind of touches do you put to your product yourself instead of just plainly copy pasting someone else, which I think no one is doing.
No.
At all. So it's you're always going to find similarities between luggage systems and different solutions, but it's the details. What's the difference in if you have a look at the details? I think that's what's most important.
And also, I think using this system, especially if you're doing hard adventure stuff and you're doing proper travel and really proper riding with a lot of weight in the bag, you will see probably the details that we specifically worked on, or that I put a lot of emphasis into in the development part regarding durability and toughness. Because I mean, the final versions, we couldn't break them. And there is Sandro out there. He's just now about to go to Georgia with his luggage system, and you know, there's nothing that we can break anymore. So.
Yeah, I mean, Sandro had a quite big crash. I don't know, for those of you who follow him on Instagram, Sandro Smith, he had a quite high-speed crash off-road.
80 kilometers?
Yeah, somewhere. And I mean, the whole bag, or I mean, the whole bike landed on the right-hand side bag and slid for quite long. And it was just a little bit of the seam at the bottom corner that tore. But I mean, he's still using the bags weeks after, and they still hold up.
And the seam broke on impact on the crash, which, I mean, it's clear that if you have an accident also on the road or something, there's no textile seams that will hold up a crash to an extent. But then the seam cracked a little, like 5 or 10 centimeters. But then after riding and proper riding, I think Sandro is probably the most hardcore traveling person in the world. I would claim that. Because I've never seen anybody else do riding like he does with so much weight. And it did not break more, so he was still able to continue, and he's now on his way to Georgia. So
it's amazing. It's going to be interesting to follow him more and see. He's finding new ways to abuse the bags, but that's good. It's good for an R&D. So I mean, that's super valuable to us, definitely. Greg, how can I install the ADVBags on my 1250 GS Adventure if I can I install the ADVBags on my 1250 GS Adventure if I remove the original aluminum pannier racks? Yes, definitely. That's exactly what I've done on my GS standard GS 1300. No problem at all. The only thing you need to do, you have to have something in the rear where the straps can attach to, and something in the front. Usually in the front you have the passenger foot peg brackets, and in the rear, if you want to remove everything, probably you need to do something similar to what Kevin showed you in the video just now in the launch video, that you pull the straps in the rear around the tail. Just make sure that the bags can slide forward when you brake. Worst case, just leave the top case carrier. Andreas is asking, will there be some lock mechanism in the future to secure the bags? Yes, we are already looking at it for the next V2 version. Not only to lock it to the bike, but also make it a little bit more, nothing is theft proof. If someone has decided I'm gonna steal that, they are gonna succeed. It's just for how long can we delay the actual thieving process? And we have some ideas on all of this, so it will come for sure. Hopefully we can release it already with the next V2. So it's coming. Pokken84, we have audio, but the picture froze. Yes, we are aware. We struggled a lot to even get video on this live stream for many different reasons. So we are even if the picture freezes and you still can hear the audio, that's super good, because then it's like a half podcast.
Yeah, it's like a half podcast. And we are very sorry that now we don't have a picture, but if you could see me, I'm holding up a top bag, and I'm very sorry that our streaming quality isn't as good of a quality as this luggage system. So shameless plug, but it's just what it is.
Yeah. Mr. Konstantinos P, what is the warranty for the bags? I think we're giving the standard 2 years. Check the website because we're giving the same warranty on all luggage. I think it's 2 years, but go double check on the website. David, this is something for you. What is the length and depth of the holster? We can take, I think, all 3 measurements.
Do you have something to measure?
Yes, just 1 second.
Yes.
I have. You can get the inner bags out meanwhile.
So it's at exactly the length of my arm. So now we just need to find out how long my arm is. But the size and the volume is 20 liters for the top bag and 25 liters for the side bags. I learned my stuff. So.
Before you measure, the image is gone.
Yeah. Okay, we are back. I want to tilt the back. So the depth, I mean, it's different because it's not exactly squared shape. If I jam it all the way to the bottom, we have 34 centimeters depth in the rear, and in the top we have roughly 28, and the width of the hole is roughly 28 as well, and the how far it comes out basically if we do it roughly 20 centimeters. So those are the measurements of the holster itself.
And I can tell you from my experience, it's not in the way, it's not bothering you while riding, especially on the Tenere. You can put it so far back, so it's not in the way of leg movement or anything. So it's really, really, really good in riding. And also the shots, all the shots you saw, especially in the video today, Alex is a specialist in just stuffing all his camping gear into my shooting luggage. So I have to admit, at Erzberg Rodeo when I was racing, it was actually, there was nothing inside. Okay, I have to be honest. There was just like a bubble wrap inside. So I didn't have weight. The system itself, I think it's 6.7 kilos or something. You weighed it, I think.
Yeah, 6.6 if it's completely empty without accessories that comes that are optional basically.
Yes, so I had like 6 or 7 kilos in it for the Erzberg rocket ride, but for all the shooting that you saw, I actually had roughly 30 kilos in the back or something. I don't know, we didn't weigh it, but it was fully stuffed. It's like basically whatever's inside here, you can see it's full of gear, and he put all his camping stuff inside, so there's a lot of stuff that you can take.
Yeah. Yeah, and also like when I stuff it, I don't know the total weight. What can it be? 20, 25 kilos when we are shooting together. So I mean, it's not lightweight. No. You are jumping around with. I mean, literally.
Yeah.
So yeah.
We lost the image again.
Yeah. Yeah. Here we go. Okay. Sultan, I ordered it. We need to wait for the stream to come back because I want to give a thumbs up. Yeah, definitely.
We will just keep going with the audio. So guys, you can listen. We are very sorry for the poor image quality and back and forth.
To be honest, we are even lucky to have video at all today with all these issues we've encountered the last few hours when setting everything up.
Yes.
Worked flawlessly during my Black Friday live stream last year, but this time nothing wanted to cooperate.
Be careful with software updates.
Exactly.
People.
Be careful. So. Anyway, Sultan, thank you very much for ordering. You're asking how can you install the ADVBags on your R1300 GS Adventure. It depends. Personally, I would recommend remove the pannier racks if you have them. Leave the top case rack because you will be able to install the ADVBags much easier if you leave the rear, because the tail on the 1250 series it's quite, you don't have a lot of attachment points, so I would leave the top case rack if you want to do that. Other than that, it's super straightforward. You can install it in less than 5 minutes for the first initial setup with the straps. We are also having an instructional video coming out where we're showing all the small tips and tricks and details and how to really get the most out of your ADVBag, so stay tuned for that. Jan, hello, love the product so far. Purchased the tent and the 48-liter bags. Then you released a video to explain to set it up. I got an Indian Super Scout. Need bigger bags. Planning to tackle other brands.
Camera's off again.
If you let us know how much luggage capacity you are in need of. Went black. Is it still streaming? Okay. Let us know how much luggage capacity you're in need of. I mean, you can really get a lot of capacity through our luggage system. So.
Now we're back.
Motor Wales, evening everyone. The bags are looking awesome, so I can't wait to get your hands on them and showcase them in our store in Wales. Do you have bag inserts similar to the rackless panniers? If you're referring to inner bags, or I'm not really sure I understand the question.
I mean, if you buy the system, you get inner bags.
Yeah. I mean, the system is ready to. I mean, everything is included with the only thing that it's not included is if you want accessory bags like a tall bag, mini bag, bottle holder, all that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
Otherwise, everything is included. Apart from if you want to expand and build out your own system, maybe the top bag here is not big enough, or you don't like it for whatever reason, you can replace it with, for example, our Explorer bag or this tail pack for those who like photography and want quick and easy access to the camera. Supra, this is probably how I'm gonna ride around most of the time.
Yeah.
Holsters to get my daily accessories, jackets, rain gear, whatever I want to bring. And then gonna use the tail pack for my camera. Moto Vibes, that's Oliver. Alex and Kevin just wanted to say hi. Cannot wait to receive my ADV bags. Love to hear that you will include some way to lock the bags to the bike. Yeah, I remember your comment on one of the, I think it was one of the first videos, if not even the first, that Oliver was asking, will there be something to differentiate? I mean, a locking system. I have not seen a locking system from any other brands.
No.
So that's something we definitely need to hurry up with, because we would be first in such case.
Also, I'm involved in the project and I didn't hear from the locking system yet.
Nope.
So I'm very excited to see how this will look.
Yeah, exactly. And I mean, we were so focused on the V1 now, so locking, I mean, ideas, but we definitely need to look into having a well thought through solution for that. Robert, do you think it's possible to attach the 48-liter Overlander bag to the bigger loops on the top base? The thing with our Overlander bag, just one second, I'm gonna go get one so I can more easily explain what's up with that bag.
You have to hold on. The image is gone now.
Yeah, we're waiting for the image to come back. And maybe you can get a close-up on over here.
Yep.
Once we're back. So just, okay, we're back here. So this is the smaller Overlander. This is the 30. The 48 is even wider. And the problem with the Overlander, because it has a stiffening inner board. So if you put that one here, you're gonna completely block the side bags, and it's going to be super cumbersome to get things in and out of here. I mean, this is the 30. It's doable if you really want to. I'd personally much rather go with the Explorer bag, which is a little bit more simple bag, but without an inner board. 48, it's going to land out here. It's not going to be so nice, to be honest. So you could do it probably, but it's going to be quite cumbersome. Andreas, I ordered the first batch and you said there will be a locking mechanism maybe on the second version. Will the lock be compatible with the first version? Impossible for me to say because I have not seen anything. I'm not even sure that development process it started even. I mean, today we released the V1 and I mean now we're gonna gather feedback. We already have sent out a lot of bags prior to this to know what's working well and what is not working well, and then we did everything we could to release as a refined product as possible now with the V1. Now after this we're going to have a look at what can we improve to the V2, what can we do to make it easier to use it, not safer to use it, but I mean protect your bags from potential theft and stuff, but as it is a soft luggage system, the locking mechanism, the locking system will most likely be compatible with the V1 as well. 99% I'm sure of that.
And also probably like as how deep we go into R&D, now we need also customer feedback. So the V2 version will not come out in the next few months. You know, this will be a process. You know, we will not release it in 3 months or something. No, it's impossible.
No.
It will take some time.
It will take some time.
Because this is really good. This is really a perfect product to release to the public. But then still, you know, with hundreds of people, maybe there is still some little things, or also feedback, like some wishes of customers. So please, Lone Rider is very active also on social media or everything. Just give feedback on the products. Yeah. Then that's how we get better also.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, that's basically what Andy's saying in every video he does when it comes to R&D. I mean, our audience, you guys, the users, the customers, you are a huge source of inspiration and feedback providers, so we can, I mean, make our products better and better and make them, I mean, really well thought through. And I mean, also when you release a product and you gather feedback over a longer period of time, you have a much better base or foundation to do all the necessary upgrades to make the product even better. So
work in progress.
Yes.
And it will never stop. Like probably we will never have the perfect finished final ever product.
Yeah, but that's with everything.
Yeah.
If you think about it. Definitely. Horizon Gamer, can you use them on a GSA 1250? Yes. 100% yes, you can.
Alex is the expert for that.
Nice.
At least he used to be, because now look, I converted him to an off-road rider finally. So
I actually have a background in Enduro, but not since I moved to Switzerland because it's illegal to ride in the dirt here. So, but maybe I have to come to Germany and ride with you a little bit more.
Yeah, now we have you. Yeah, also Germany is not the greatest ever, right? So we will find some places to go ride and take this beautiful thing out.
Yeah. Here's an interesting one. Daver, will it work on the F900 GS?
Yes, it will, because it has a high exhaust, but there we include a protection plate. You even have it here. So this is with all high exhaust. This is not only the F900, but on the F900 standard you have a high exhaust. And then if you have rackless luggage, it will sit on the exhaust, burn and damage it. And we include this, so every single one of you who ordered bags now or will in the future, you will have something like this. Oh, the image is gone.
Oh, now it's back.
It's back. Great. So you will have a little plate like this, and also you will have what's it called, hose clamp, I think, to attach this on your muffler. So the bags will rest on top of it. Yeah, this is basically what will be included, and it will rest on your muffler, so it adds protection to the bags from the heat, but also adds stability, which was exactly the same words I just used in the release video. So really good how I learned this. And it's made out of aluminum, I think, really light, will not damage anything, so it's a really cool thing. And this will work also on the Tenere, or I don't know which other brand has high exhaust. Africa Twin, maybe?
Yeah, a lot of bikes, but it's not super common, but you see them every now and then. So regardless, if you have a high seating exhaust, a heat shield with hose clamps is included.
Yep. So yes, it will work on the F900.
Yes, and the question directly after, does this also fit perfectly on the F900 GS 2025? Yes, we actually, if you go and rewatch our launch video, we did something which we hoped you could see a little bit better. We did a seamless bike, how do you say,
Transition.
swap?
Yeah.
So we had the Kevin's T7, and then we had a close-up of me, and then it was a wide shot again, and then we had the F900 there. So if you go and rewatch the launch video where we are actually in the garage section, then you can see the F900 there. It's also a close-up of the heat shield on that exhaust.
I like the next question.
Yes. Can
Yeah, this one.
NIW, can it handle 200 kilometers per hour?
Can we please? I would volunteer.
and try.
I would volunteer to do a top speed test on an R1 with luggage.
I mean, it's no problem in Germany. I would probably
No,
not do
yeah.
it here in Switzerland. But
No. In Germany, I will ask to Yamaha for an R1.
Yeah.
Or I will take an R1M. That's even better.
Yeah.
And put rackless luggage on and see if we can hit 300. 200 sounds lame.
Yeah, I mean, that's not super fast on that bike, so.
Yeah. I mean, if not, then Alex has to do it because itinerary with luggage will not do 200 plus.
No.
We are missing a little bit power here, but you have 2 GSs right there, so you could do it. It will go 200.
Yeah.
With
the GS, no problem.
No
Yeah,
problem.
definitely.
So.
Absolutely. Alan, can you give the dimensions of the bags in centimeters? Can you please rephrase the question a little bit more, because there's a lot of dimensions and it's also a soft bag system, so it really depends on how you fold it and how you pack it. Sometimes it gets a little bit taller, sometimes a little bit wider, flatter, different kind of dimensions. If you're referring to the holsters, we did measure it. I did not write it down, but if you're referring to the inner bags, yeah, rephrase the question, and then we measure whatever you want to have measured. Robert, here's an interesting one. Will the next batch also have different colors? Maybe. We are looking at several different color options. That's probably a video for Andy to pop up, because usually we gather customer feedback through polls and stuff, and then we do what the majority wants sometimes, if we don't find something that we think look really cool anyway.
What color would you like?
Exactly. Let us know. Would you like red, blue, neon green? I don't know. And if you want another color of the holsters or the inner bags or a mix, I mean, I've already seen a ton of color options, which looks really good. But for now, V1, we wanted to just get one out first, get it on the market, and then later on we introduce colors. Because I mean, if you start introducing colors, you have double stock to keep track of.
Also, now it fits perfectly to every bike. You know, it doesn't matter what color it will look.
Yeah, cool. I mean, it's how do you say? It fits any bike. It's
universal.
Yeah, exactly. The color is universal.
Yeah. The universal colorway. It's all the colors and none.
Yes. Andre, hey guys, the bags looks good, or the bags really looks amazing. Not sure how the hose clamps over my silencer would go. Wouldn't it be possible to rather put a carbon fiber pad against the bag itself? I'm not really sure. I mean, heat shield, that you really get that distance, and let me get back on that one.
And also, carbon fiber plate on the bags itself would really scratch the crap out of your silencer.
Especially when it comes, I mean, when it starts to grind a lot of dirt.
And this is included basically free heat shield, so if this gets scratched on top, you don't need to worry.
No,
and
it doesn't matter.
Especially if you have a cool exhaust, like an Akrapovic or something, and this will be scratched, it will not be nice. So.
Yeah. Okay. So far we're good. We're not dropped out of video for a few minutes with something. Let's see, next one. The last ride. What about a secure attachment mechanism? Something to like similar to what Moscow has done, the Noblim, no straps. Might very well do something. I mean, Andy, he's a big fan of quick releases. I think he even had a look at doing some quick release for the bottom or the front straps as well. Most likely something for V2. Nothing really in the drawing yet, but it will most certainly come. Some kind of our own attachment system. Yeah, definitely. Or quick release system.
Yeah.
Daber, this is an important one. You've almost convinced me to buy. Just one more question about the F900 GS. How does mounting work on the back since there's just some plastic there? Do I have to buy something like a third-party rack or something?
Actually, we mounted it the same way as I mounted it to the Tenere, if I remember correctly.
Yep.
And you just, basically you have the second seat for the passenger.
Yep.
And after, I think there's just this really small thing that goes out to hold the license plate. And I think we just went around that, and I put the left side, I can show it here actually. 1 second. Yeah. So this here is the back of the system, and I just used this side. And if we imagine, where's the other thing? This is a bit improvised, but I want to show it to you because you told. Oh, did you take away the heat shield?
Oh,
Can you give me the heat shield?
Yeah.
If we say that this is the tail section of your GS, and so this would be the tail section, so then you route this one around, and you attach this.
Camera's gone.
Oh fuck.
What's his name again?
His
The
name.
Dever.
Yes.
The Dever, hang on. I will convince you.
Yeah, we'll wait until the video feed is back. Yeah, it is what it is.
At least we can confidently say that we make better luggage systems than internet connections.
Than live stream, at least this time.
Yeah, at least this time. We will fix it for next time.
For the next time, we have
live. So live stream V2 will have connection.
probably multicam even.
Yes.
I'm looking at having something like this.
Yeah, because now you have to make up for the viewers.
Okay, now we're back.
So, if we imagine this is the tail section of your GS, this sits on top of the passenger seat, then you route the right side around that and connect it to this buckle and vice versa. And then you create a strong connection between your luggage system and your tailpipe. And also this will not rip off because it's super sturdy and strong to hold the license plate on any condition. So that's exactly how I've done it on my Tenere. That's exactly how all the action shots were done. And this is exactly how you can do it on your F900 GS. So click the link and buy your bags. Yeah. I need to be careful now not to scratch your brand new
It's
bag.
already scratched. Just for me putting on the bags. You can see in the plastic. I'm gonna get probably a graphics kit over. Gabriel, I have the BMW R1300 GS Adventure and looking to use the ADVBags along with the large moto case. What should I be concerned with? What I would be concerned with on that one would be, in such case, how much space you have between the motor case and yourself, because we can take a measurement again.
And how long it is.
Yeah, how deep it is.
Because that will sit in front of the top case then, right?
Exactly. So the rear base plate is roughly 30 centimeters deep. So if you really jam it towards, maybe you can even go a little bit underneath either the top case plate or the motor case itself, depending on, I can't remember really. Maybe you can get it back and you can put the ADVBags on the passenger seat. Might work, but let me see if, no, my adventure is not very accessible at the moment, so I can't check that for you, unfortunately. But plausible, might work.
Camera's gone. Now we're back.
Wait. I can't hear you guys.
Dever said that was super helpful, thanks. Look,
Good.
that's perfect. Cheers, Dever.
Very good. Let's see. Jamie says, I can't hear you guys. Let us know, just write something if you can still hear us, but sometimes not see us because we have interruptions in the video feed. Andras is asking, awesome bags, how is the heat protection? Yeah, it really depends on bike to bike. I mean, on some bikes you don't even need protection from the heat, and if you have a high setting exhaust F900, if you still have that bike, I can't remember, no problem with the heat shield at all. Yeah, I mean, even before we got the F900 to the studio here to shoot the launch video, I thought the exhaust was gonna be like out and the bag would lie flat on them, but they were barely touching anyway. And with the heat shield, it's like creating this extra few centimeters, so it's no problem at all.
Actually, compared to whatever else I've seen, how far down the bags go on the side, so the side bags, how far they go down, and the holster, how far it goes down, it's not that far actually, because we turn the side bags quite a lot, so they are not hanging like, yeah, basically down to the chain or to the swing arm. So, but they go a little bit in front towards passenger foot pegs. So, heat protection, like for example on the Tenere, it doesn't need heat protection because it doesn't touch anything hot except the rider. Depends on the rider, but yeah.
Let's see, I saw something also. Daniel, I see someone mentioned KTM 690 gas tank access. Did you address this? Yes, we did. Basically, to summarize it, you can of course put the bag straight over. The only cumbersome thing you have to endure in such cases, to when you want to fill up the tank, you have to undo the rear buckles completely to get the system far forward enough to access the fuel cap, and then you just have to reattach. So if you're willing to live with this until we have the V2 out, which probably is going to address this issue better to make it more universal fitting in all ways possible. So definitely doable.
And this takes, if you're used to the system, in my case, if I would have to do it on Tenere, this takes 30 seconds to undo, well, 10 seconds to undo, and maybe a minute to put back.
Yeah.
Like as a realistic time frame.
Yeah, I mean, it's like one of our tank bags that have a strap system. It's the same there. I mean, now we have quick release buckles, so it's like click, click, super fast, but still doable, definitely doable. Miguel, any other sizes coming soon?
I mean, you kind of addressed it a little bit before and said maybe there will be something else coming.
Yes, we are not done after this.
No.
We have a lot more coming your way in various forms. And yes, we have smaller versions of the ADVBags coming later on. Nothing is really set yet date-wise, but it's coming. I don't know, maybe next 6 months or so, something like this. We'll see.
And if you know me and you know how I like to travel, I like to have compact luggage. So this is actually pretty good. This is decent size for what I would use, but a smaller one I would be really happy to prepare, because the lighter the bike, the more fun it is.
Definitely. Robert, will I need to remove any stock racks on my bike to mount the bags? Thinking about the 901 Expedition stock ones. Not necessarily have to, but we would definitely recommend that you remove the racks, because I mean, if we break it down, the reason you get soft luggage, you want to save weight. You don't want to have a racked system because it's always going to be a much heavier net weight. So with that said, I mean, if you want to avoid removing the racks because you think it's cumbersome to physically remove them, and then when you want to ride with panniers or motor bags or similar, that you want to screw them back and it's like on and off all the time. But you can mount it, yes. The bags might come out a little bit wide. I don't know about the Norden series, that the racks come out a bit from the bike and makes it so the whole thing is going to be quite wide. So instead of the ADV bags going down on the sides nicely, maybe they're going to be more like wings.
Yeah.
So it will look funny, definitely doable, but look funny. So
Recommended to take it off.
we recommend to take
better.
off at least the pannier racks. The top case rack can be left.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And also a big reason to take soft luggage is injury risk.
Yes.
Because especially off-roading or also on the road, I think,
Yeah.
if you crash and the bike lands on you, I would much rather have a soft bag falling on my leg than a aluminium box shaped thing.
Yeah, I mean, just we've had people. I mean, if we're switching luggage system for a moment, we've had people, just because our motorbags are semi-rigid, which means they are seemingly stiff, but as soon as you put pressure on them, they flex. And we've had several customers writing to us in just pure, how do you say, happiness, because they fell, got their leg caught out in between. It hurt, but they saved their leg or foot from being broken. And as towards the others, where we've seen that, I had one guy, I can't remember if he went somewhere in Norway, first day with aluminum panniers, crashed off-road, got his leg underneath and broke his leg first day on the trip. Ruined. So yes, flexible luggage is really an advantage when you go off-road and you're prone to crash. Yeah.
Yes.
I need to digest this a bit. Nice. We have Wieringen. I have a BMW R1300 GS and I want your big top case, but I haven't the rack. Then I assume you either have the sport grab handle or the plastic luggage rack. When do you make a special rack that fits my bike for your top case? The Vari rack from BMW is not available at the moment. It's coming very, very, very soon. Very soon. I mean, end of summer, I think it should be available. So yeah, hang in there. It's coming.
Dever said it's sold.
Thanks. Nice.
We did a good job there.
Yeah. Off topic. Anders asking, what is the best internet for live streams?
Probably not Telecom. And who do you have? Which provider?
Swisscom.
So it's not Telecom and not Swisscom.
I mean, the connection is no problem. It's just the video feed that goes in and out.
Yeah.
So I'd say it's more like what system do you run it on and what apps.
We will promise you for the next live stream, we will pre-test more than we've ever done before.
Yeah, we did the stupid thing. That's like, 2 hours is going to be plenty of time to just confirm that the settings from the last live stream is still valid. Nothing worked. We are actually streaming on an iPhone at this moment. And we lost the video feed.
But as long as we wait for the video to come back, it was actually quite fun to see Alex run a half marathon in 2.5 hours, running just around this table, being super stressed about the connection. So we were like, at least for me, I was having a laugh a little bit. So yeah.
Cornell, now we're back. For the Norden 901, do you have the complete setup for the auxiliary lights? If you're referring to our motorcycle lights, I think so, but I think you have to go through EasyCan. I can't remember if our motor can that we have for the KTM 1290, if it's compatible with the Norden series. I think you have to go with an EasyCan. Other than that, we do not have any undernose mounts yet for the Norden series, but it's coming. It's just a question of when. So at this time, either you have to find a third-party bracket for it, or you need to go with upper crash bars and attach with the included bar clamp mounts. Tech access. I hear you guys. Very good. No.
That's good.
Scrolling is not working very well then. Carlos, when are the R1300 GSA racks for the soft panniers coming? If you're referring to the motor racks for the motor bags, they are also coming very, very, very soon. Very soon. They are already in production, I think. It's about to wrap up even. So yeah, they are coming.
Come on, where's the Yamaha questions? All the BMW questions I cannot answer.
Yeah, you have to do another live,
Yeah.
another story on your
Yeah.
gather all the Yamaha fans.
I just put a second camera there and we make a competition live.
Exactly. Maybe something for next time. Double ice stream. I mean, why not? Why not?
We can't even get one.
Yeah, I would also prefer one working one than two like this.
Yeah, now we're going again.
Oh well.
Paul, are you making motor bags for the R1300 GSA? Yes. I mean, not model specific motor bags, but pannier racks for the GSA. Yes. I also think we are at the moment researching a quick release system that works directly with the original pannier carrier racks, cases, whatever they call them. BMW's new kind of pannier racks. So yeah, both are coming.
We are back. That's good.
Yes, Paul asked 3 times, so yes, maybe it was a connectivity issue. So yeah, they're coming. Hello from Turkey.
Hello to Turkey.
Hello from, so isn't it Sandra in Turkey right
Yeah, either she's still in Turkey or he just went to Georgia. And I would have loved to remember a Turkish hello or something, but I can't. They taught me, but yeah, I lost it. Turkish is actually really difficult. So props if you speak Turkish. Well, if you're from Turkey.
Then he probably speaks Turkish.
Yeah.
Our wells, I don't know how to pronounce it. Do the ADVBags work with the side pannier racks for the 1250 GS? I don't want to take them off. It will work, but it will look a little bit funny because the ADVBags will sit quite wide. It's going to be more of a, instead of a vertical holster, there's going to be a little bit more 45-degree angle probably.
It will look like a plane.
Yes, it will be downforce at least, like wings on the MotoGP.
Or negative down, like does it call?
Exactly.
Yeah, it will lift the rear at 200. No, like we said before, guys. So it's either I think soft luggage or pannier racks, right? So I think you have to kind of choose what you want to do with a bike, and then take the racks off for the soft luggage to work well, and vice versa.
Yeah. GS Black, Team Slovenia. How many zippers are on the bags, and if they are waterproof? I think he means.
Zippers.
Yeah, I mean we don't need.
Let's go.
Yeah, zippers. We have one zipper on the top bag, I think.
Well, this one.
Yeah.
But this is not to store something.
No.
Right?
It's only for the backpack straps. I mean, it's not waterproof, but it's water resistant.
I think he means how to open it, and opening is via those magnetic buckles. You can also watch the release video we did. There we explain it in detail. But basically, you open it like this, and you have some small. I forgot the name again. I'm sorry.
The Super Seal.
Yeah, the Super Seal. I knew it was very super, but I didn't remember how it was called. So we have a Super Seal inside, which seals it for water, and then you just take it, you roll it, and then you close it, and it's as easy as that. And this will not break like a zipper will do, and especially if you go to off-road, it will not get damaged. And also, most satisfying thing, thereabouts. So there is no zippers involved in the closures of the bags. There's just a zipper for the storage of the backpack straps, if that was the question.
Yeah,
which is good. Zippers and mud don't like each other.
No, I mean zippers is just something waiting to leak, basically.
Or break.
Yeah, that also. I mean, we have zippers on. We have Ooh, at least 2 or 3 zippers in the beaver tail,
Yeah.
but neither of them are waterproof at all. They are regular zippers just to make stuff not fall out of the pockets, basically. So if you have important documents that you don't want to get wet, do not store them inside, even though they look like map pockets and stuff. They are not fully waterproof. They are, in best case, water resistant, but at least they keep your stuff free from dust.
Yep.
So stuff that you want to have free from water and dust, keep them inside the dry bags or somewhere else. Not in the included beaver tail. We have Scott. Can the V2 have more Velcro for customization? Where do you want the Velcro? And how much and where and why?
We have already 3 of them, right?
Yeah, I think he's more referring to I'm not really sure, because we have Velcro to just secure the top bag so it doesn't slide under the beaver tail if it becomes loose because the air goes out for one reason. So that's not really customization, that's a safety feature. And then we have just 3 Velcro bases for flags and patches.
I think he means that, no?
Probably,
Because
I think so. It sounds like.
you cannot really customize the placement of the bags in the
No,
system.
not really. And I mean, I would never attach a bag with just Velcro. It's just waiting to fall off.
The world's first Velcro only system. Just stick Velcro to your bike.
Well, that would be something.
No. But yeah, customization, I mean, possible if that's wanted. I mean, there is space, right? So
yeah, I mean, we just put it up in the top corner because we thought it looked good.
yeah, it does.
That's basically it. There's no specific reason why we just have one or why it's just sitting up there. There's no technical reason behind it. It's just it looks good.
But it's possible to do more of those small ones or even do it bigger.
Yeah.
Possible.
Yeah, definitely possible.
If wanted, because that's the thing that we need from you guys. We need the feedback. So
yeah.
if you wanted more Velcro, bigger Velcro patches, let us know and we will think about it.
Yeah. Pocken84, what is the maximum width of the rear seat you would say is suitable for the ADVBags? That's a good question.
It is.
I mean, as long as you're having any kind of either naked bike, I mean, it can be any kind, scrambler or whatever. There's these kind of rear naked bikes. I mean, with the rear part of the bike is completely naked. The only thing where it starts to look funny is cruisers, because usually they have wider seats in the rear, I think. But other than that, the ADVBags fit each and every adventure bike on the market, regardless of the width of the seat.
It cannot be like the bags are so big and the straps, the bottom attachment straps are so long.
Yeah.
So even if the seat would be 50 centimeters wide, it would still work.
Yeah, I mean, it
would sit a bit different.
Yeah, I mean, for the sake of it, we can go measure again. We can see how wide the top base is, where it starts to fold. And I mean, if we take it in the front, screw to screw, it's roughly 28 centimeters from the 2 screws, and that's the tightest you can go. I don't know if you can see.
And it could be wider still.
Oh. So this screw here, this is the tightest space of the base. So we can even measure within. Then you have 23, but that doesn't mean the seat has to go through here. But the screw to screw is roughly 28 to 29 centimeters. But as the base is flexible, you can at least have the seat go out here. So I mean, 40 centimeters maybe. I mean, if there's even one single bike with that wide rear passenger seat, I don't know. If
maybe a
that
Boss
exists
horse.
Huh?
You know Boss horse?
No.
It's like a chopper with a Corvette V8.
Okay.
American thing.
Okay, let's see. What do we have? That's a lot of questions. That's good.
That's good.
People can endure our shit connectivity here. I mean, at least we have audio.
At least we're trying, you know.
Exactly.
We are showing resilience. Is that the right word?
Yeah.
Maybe not.
Yeah, no, it's
Maybe yes.
let's see, that was the maximum width. We have Paul. He's very eager to know if the motorbag fit his R1300 GS Adventure. Yes, as soon as we have our pannier racks out there coming this summer. So yes. Sean, is the total size for the ADVBags 70 liters? Currently having the Lone Rider motorbags with the 69 liters of capacity and sometimes another 30-liter bag on the top rack. Yes, we measured, or I mean, I measured downstairs in my studio with water.
No.
Yes, I filled the inner bags, 25 liters, and that's where you can close it. So, I mean, in reality, if you want to overfill them, you probably have 30 liters inside.
Yeah.
35, I don't know. But 25, that's like, okay,
Nice.
now it looks good.
Yeah.
And it closes without issues, and I don't have much air in the top. That was 25 liters.
Yeah.
This bag, the same. Filled, that was also roughly 20 liters. Probably, I mean, if you fold it once or really stuff it,
Yes.
then you probably have 25, 30 liters. But we don't want to do any, how do you say, optimistic measurement of the bag. So we rather say we have less, and then in reality you have more than the other way.
Yeah. So you can always overdo it, but official claim is 70 liters. That's guaranteed, surely 100% that you can fit in the bags. And if you're creative, maybe it's 80.
Yeah, exactly. And I mean, if that's not enough, like we showed you in the live in the launch video, you can always replace the top bag for an Explorer bag 30, for example. That's probably what I'm gonna do if I need a little bit more extra space. Or you can even go the Explorer 50. I mean, that's a huge amount of space. But I mean, on top of that, I mean, if you go traveling and you don't want to store, for example, the sleeping mattress, then you can just attach a tall bag on the bottom side. I also showed that in the launch video, and there you can easily fit a compressible mattress.
Or we have outside, we have the tent bag that you can attach on the outside, so you don't have to have the tent inside. Because me, for example, I will always put my tent, sleeping gear, everything inside the inner bags. But if you don't have enough space, or if you want to carry other stuff, there's also the outside with all the attachment points where you can always fit an extra couple liters of fuel in a small fuel can or whatever. Yeah, you can fit it outside.
And also, I mean, if you don't want to put something, you have the beaver tail. It's a really good solution because the straps can be extended quite much on the beaver tail, and that means that you can first use this bag, and then you can, for example, put, for example, the ADV tent bag underneath if you don't want it in front, like I showed in the video, so that you can stuff everything. It's gonna be super fast. So it's a really modular system. The expat nomad just placed the order for the new adventure bags, so on the way. Thanks very much. Can you fit over different rack setups, or do racks need removing? R1300 GS Adventure.
Covered it already, basically.
Yeah, if you have the stock racks on the GS Adventure 1300, then you can put everything straight over because those racks are so flush with the bike. You could leave it, but if you want to save some weight and it looks a little bit better, remove the side racks. It's quite easy to do. It's just a few screws and then you lift them off. They even are self-supporting, so even if you remove all the screws, they are still hanging on the subframe. So you don't need to remove them, but here we go.
Now we're back.
Okay, you don't need to remove the racks on your 1300 GS Adventure, but we would recommend that you do it. It looks better.
Yes, and it's lighter.
So Tony, so as I understand, they also fit on my Moto Guzzi Stelvio 2024. I need to Google that bike.
No idea what that bike looks like.
I can only imagine, but let's Google it.
Moto Guzzi.
It's German. Where's the Z? Here. It's Stelvio, was it?
Stelvio 2024.
Okay, now we have a look at this bike.
Yeah, no. Let's rate the bike. Come on, honest opinion.
It doesn't look too bad.
No, I thought
No. It looks good.
Yeah, when I hear Moto Guzzi, I'm like,
Yeah, you think about
The
this
older ones.
round
The
shapes
older
and
ones
stuff.
could
Yeah,
be
yeah,
cool. Yeah.
Yeah,
No, it
no.
looks actually quite good. Yeah. Well, it's expensive though.
Is it?
16.5.
Ah,
Yeah.
like
I mean,
a Spec Tenere.
he's a GS rider.
Yeah, but
So
yeah, it will work 100%.
Yes.
No problem whatsoever.
cool bike. Never heard of it.
Well, it looks good. I didn't expect that when I heard the name
And
first.
it's a 1000 cc, I think. So
Is it? Yeah, maybe. Yeah, 1,000.
Has some-
Yeah.
horsepower.
I'm getting lost because it's every time someone writes, everything scrolls. I can't like put my cursor on and park it there because it just scrolls away. Let's see, where's the here it is. I have the R1300 GS. The muffler system is Akrapovic double muffler. Will the bags hit the double muffler setup? No, I have the same. If you're referring to the BMW branded Akrapovic, which is the only thing I think, you don't know that, that is, that is a double muffler. I think if you scroll a little bit on the Lone Rider page, you're probably gonna see somewhere a picture of my bike with ADVBags on. They are very, very far. I mean, we're talking this distance between ADVBags and the Akrapovic muffler. No problem. You don't even need to consider a heat shield. That's probably one of the bikes where the muffler is as far away as possible.
Yeah.
For the ADVBags as they come. So no problem there, Chris. Paul again. I've just seen the motor lights for real. Really nice quality. Thanks. They are super, super popular. I mean, really popular. And you liked them as well last year when you went to, what was it, Morocco?
To Morocco.
Yeah.
And I will use them also for racing Baja 1000. So
Yeah. They are.
I put a lot of trust into them. So let's call it that way. So they should be good enough to ride around for fun in the dark if we go race on them. No, they are actually crazy. Never seen.
They are brutal, especially the spot beam. That's really, I mean, they are already good as they are without the spot beam.
But the spot beam.
The spot beam makes all the difference, especially when you're going on straights. And everything just illuminates and illuminates. One lux on. I mean, if it's pitch black, I mean, really, really pitch black, and you put the bike 700 meters away, you fire up.
Yeah.
And then you can just hold up the book with the bike in your back, and then you can read the book 700 meters away in total darkness.
The only problem with them is that you're actually playing around with turning them on and off all the time at night because it's so fun to see nothing and then turning them on and then everything is bright. That's like the only downside. It's like you're doing dangerous games at night. At least I do. I'm guilty.
Lorenzo, hello from Panama. Awesome release video, by the way. Thank you very much. He's asking, are the rackless motorbikes for the GS 1300 coming anytime soon, assuming the ones for the 1250 won't work on the 1300? Correct, they are completely different in the subframe. We are in the R&D process currently with the rackless bags or rackless motorbags for the R1300 GS Adventure. So stay tuned. And his videos, he's probably going to talk more about them, so they are coming. Andras, could you pull out one of the side dry bags and show it around to the camera?
Of course we can. Side dry bag.
Let's just hope the video feed stays.
No problem. If not, we will wait for you.
Yeah.
So, side dry bag, and you can see full of camping gear. And this is how it looked, or how it looks. It's a little bit shaped, so this is on the angle where it sits on the bike, and then on the top it's getting a little bit upwards, so you have easy access from the top. And also here the nice magnetic buckle, the super seal as I learned before, and also the stiffener inside. And as you can see, they are actually really, really, really big. So that's what Alex said before. If you would just roll them one time, you actually gain a lot of extra space.
Yeah.
That it's not maybe calculated in the 70 liters, but they are huge, humongous. You could put a small person in there.
Yeah.
So roll it back up. and just like that. Sits nice. And we put it back. Hopefully, and they have a window, so you can see whatever you have in your dry bags.
And what's in there?
Sleeping mattress and a tent, I think, or pillow maybe.
Sleeping bag.
Sleeping bag.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The tent, you can pull out the other one also. I put the ADV tent and a camping chair in the other bag.
It's okay. Other side, we have. Wait, I will get it out for you. What's his name again?
Yeti on tour.
Okay, I will not say that.
It's a good friend of ours.
Okay. We have. This is tent, probably, yeah.
Yeah, this is ADV tent.
ADV tent.
Actually, the very one we used for the launch video.
Ah, this is the one. And the chair.
Yeah.
So no problem in fitting. Yeah, I mean, size comparison. I put it next to my head. It's quite big, so no problem putting that into the side bags. Probably everyone will know what 25 liters should be. So.
Yeah.
I mean, size-wise, that's pretty easy to understand. And fitted bag, no problem. Roll. Oh, that was not a beautiful roll. Wait. Like this. Roll. Close. And then put it back.
Very nice. Andy, will the amber light DRL ring be made brighter on the motor lights? I don't think so. At least not what I know. Let me know if you need them to be brighter for any reason. I mean,
probably there's laws also because they're legal, right?
It depends on the region.
Yeah.
But I mean, in broad daylight they are visible, but not super visible. But during the night they glow really bright. But you can set them up. So I mean, if you have a bike that have day and night mode separation, then you can set, if you don't want to like draw too much attention to you during the night, you can turn them off completely, or you can just lower the intensity. But day mode day, I leave mine at 100%. I mean, they are visible.
Yeah.
And they are not. They are only made to make you more of an eye catcher for oncoming traffic.
And in my opinion, they make a GS look cool from the front.
Yes, definitely. That's the most important factor.
Yeah.
Marcus, a question again, but for his sake we can
Fuel tank.
answer it again. Yes. What about the 690 Enduro or the 701 Enduro? The tank is on the backside.
So we said it before, you can still access the tank if you release the straps on the rear and just lift or slide the system to the front, one option, or lift it in the rear and just put the fuel nozzle in. It will be a thing that we will look into for version 2, which is about to be started in the research and development process. So for now you will have to deal with it that way, but it's like we calculated before, between a 1 to 2 minute job, which is not so bad. That's the current situation, but will be addressed for version 2 maybe.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Next one, Naughty Paul. Can you show us the first aid kit bags behind you to the molly panels? So I think you're referring to our mini bags. These are monstrously popular. This is the accessory bag we sell the most by far. This is a 6-liter bag. And you can get the ADV bags on the table. I'm gonna go get another bag as well, so I can showcase the differences. Just lay them flat, and let's. We lost the stream, or lost the video at least. So we're waiting for an hour back.
1 second, people. We will be right back.
Yes, as soon as we see the video is back on. It's back on. Okay, good. So, 6-liter mini bag. Tall bag is 3 liters. Basically, the mini bag cut in half. And then we have the 2.5-liter micro bag. It's like a Mini bag cut in half, but on the halfway and not on the.
So you made an accessory bag for the accessory bag.
Exactly. So and then
Which you can put on an accessory bag.
Exactly. You can even do like this, and then you can put this one here. So you can build your own customized luggage system. But to answer your questions, to put them on here, if you order any of these or these two accessory bags with your ADV bags and you're going to mount them, you can mount them either on the beaver tail or on the front of the side holsters or on the rear. They look completely identical underneath here. But important here now, these molly straps, they are supposed to go in here, but they are only to fixate the bag to the holsters. Did we lose it? Yeah, we'll wait a little bit.
1 second, people.
Until we have the video feedback. Just waiting for this. So now we're back. So the molly panels here go here, but they are only made to fixate the bag to the holster. They are not designed to carry any weight at all. So this is crucial now. If you want to attach a mini bag or a tall bag to your holsters on the ADV bags, you have to use the included gated G hooks. First you attach the molly panel here, so you fixate the bag, and then you have the gated G hooks go into these loops like this. And then after, you're going to tighten this, because that means that these attachment points here, these 4 points, they will carry all of the weight. So that's really, really important. A mini bag fits well. Personally, I think it's a little bit wide. So I like much rather to go with the tall bag, which is a little bit slimmer, or I mean, basically half the width. It fits much better. And what I do, I put this one underneath, and on the top, I'm going to put bottle holders, for example, because if you put accessory bags up here, they are at one point gonna start interfering a little bit with your legs depending on your bike and your setup. So I like to leave the accessory bags either for the beaver tail or put them underneath, usually on the left hand side, so you don't have any interference with the muffler. But for the micro bag, here you have basically no choice but to use these two molly panel straps, but usually you don't load this very, very heavy, and these just go straight in here, and you attach these bags to the molly panels directly. So that's how the accessory bags look.
I have a question.
Yes.
Where do you get the Velcro patches with first aid kit and stuff? Is that just online?
Yes, these this is our patch. We sell these together with all kinds of country flags. You can go to the accessories pages, and then you see flags, and then you can browse through the available flags and patches we have.
See, it was a genuine question, and now it sounded like an advertisement again.
Yeah, exactly. Okay, let's see. Where do we? How's it going? Pokken 84, thanks for checking the width. The Africa Twin is 46 centimeters between the handles. Seems like the fit will be quite poor then. What do you think? I mean, if you leave the, I don't know about the Africa Twin.
I think the racks are standing out on the top.
Yeah.
There's also some racks on the Tenere, and for sure it will be close to 40 centimeters.
Yeah. But I mean, racks, they are a little bit more forgiving when you force the bag on them.
Yeah.
In worst case, again, I mean, maybe you can just remove the top case or the top handles, and then do something similar to what you did with the Tenere.
Yeah.
Just pull the straps underneath the, I mean, the whole mudguard fender, rear fender build. So, yeah, I think that's the best option.
And the base of a rackless luggage system, it likes to sit on the plastic, you know. If you leave the racks on and it's just in the air, it's not, I mean, it works because the base is so stiff, but it's not designed for it. It needs a little bit of friction to hold pretty good.
Steve, just bought the bags for my Touareg 660. Thanks very much. I have a rear rack and I was wondering how difficult it will be to remove the bags from the rear rack. If we're referring to ADVBags.
No, he has a rear rack already.
Yeah, to remove the bags from the rear rack. So I assume he's wondering if he wants
From his
to,
rack.
if he wants to take the ADVBags off from his rear rack. It's basically just 2 straps.
Yeah.
Or if he's referring to something else, if he wants to remove the rear rack.
Either way, I
the
think
bags.
removing a rack is a work of a couple of minutes.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
do some screws and take off the bags.
Yeah.
And if he's talking about the ADV bags, removing them, like if it's fully attached, fixed, ready to go, removing them is 30 seconds max.
Yeah, yeah, not more.
4 straps and
Nah,
take it
that's-
off.
yeah.
Really, really quick and easy.
Carlos is asking if we're planning to make the ADV motor lights daylight ring brighter. Not what I think at this stage, at least. Think there are also limitations to the actual LEDs that make the DRL ring. If they can go brighter, maybe they're already at full power. I'm not sure. Khaled. You always do great stuff, well designed and nice looking. I love your crash bars. What is the possibility of having them in black to go with the triple black? First of all, thank you very much. We are actually considering doing a test batch of black racks to see how popular it's going to be. So maybe if you already purchased a set of crash bars from us and you want to make them black, then I would recommend just get in touch with a powder coating firm, and they can assist you. Just I think powder coating, because it's stainless steel.
Yeah.
So you powder coat them. Yeah, and then you can choose whether you want them glossy or matte or really matte. I remember when I did it for my 1200, mine were stock, so they were also electroplated, and I told them I want something in between, and they became quite glossy, but still they asked also if I wanted them really sandy. But yeah, you can just ask them to do whatever you want them to.
But I'm team black also. I would like all the stuff to be black. Looks good.
Like a blue Tenere.
It's black also in some parts. Imagine it would have a silver frame.
Yeah.
You know, it wouldn't be.
Nah, that wouldn't be the same.
See?
Yeah.
I'm the man of the people here, you know.
He's also asking, have a motor case on the 1300 GS. Can I pair it with the ADV bags? Probably, but you will need to test. I have not tested it. I remember now, because I've had the sport grab handle on my GS now for almost a year. So I'm trying to remember what it looked like with the original Vario top case rack. It might work. I think the ADV bags might end up a little bit far forward, because the top case, that's where the top case is, more or less. That's where you want the top bag, more or less, maybe a little bit more forward. But if you combine the two systems, the holsters might come a bit far forward, but you need to test. Maybe it will work. Actually, now when I think about it, with the sport grab handle, the ADV bags they sit actually straight on the passenger seat, so 99% sure it will work.
Yeah.
But no passengers you have to ride solo with that setup.
But anyway, also on the Tenere,
Yeah.
it's no passengers.
No, that's true. Yeah, there's one piece seat. On the GS, it's like 2 levels.
Yeah.
Martin, he's asking something we addressed earlier in this live stream. When traveling, it's nice to be able to lock your bags when leaving your bike. Is that possible? Not right now. Right now, the ADV bags are not locked to the bike at all. We are looking at designing a system that we probably will release for the V2, when the whole system is delaying the thieves, at least. Nothing is theft proof, really, but it's all everything is a question about how long can you delay a theft attempt.
Yeah.
That's the thing.
Same with the bikes. If they want to steal them, they steal them.
Yeah, I mean, a steering lock doesn't mean anything.
No.
And they just lift the bike. Even if you have a GS Adventure like 300 kilograms,
Yep.
they just there are guys of 4 people, maybe 5. They just carry the bike away.
But
So
theft-proof mechanism is a thing we will look into for version 2.
yeah, definitely. Adrian, this is a little bit off topic for tonight, but we can reply to it anyway. On your motor case, would you ever consider creating a top attachment or a new lid that has a solar panel in it for charging your power banks and while driving on the inside of the case? It's a good idea for sure. Not sure we will introduce such a thing. There are many potential implications with it.
Warranty, waterproofness.
There's a lot of stuff that can go wrong, and then we have to send out new stuff. It's a good idea for sure. I'll forward it to the design team and discuss with them further. But yeah, good idea.
Noted.
Yes, definitely. Tilo, is are the ADVBags good for the new R1300 GS Adventure?
Yes.
Yes, they fit very well.
Yes.
Yes, they fit. I've seen it on several occasions, people fitting the ADVBags to their R1300 GS Adventures. It looks really good, really good.
It's making the bike actually like a proper adventure because
It looks like a tank. Yeah. It looks really like a tank.
Yeah.
Richard, he wants a closer demonstration on how to attach the 2.5 liter bags, the micro bags in such case, to the ADVBags. Not only hold it against the ADVBag. So, can you get the bags on the table again?
Vamos. No problem. That's what we are here for.
Yes.
So,
we can start. I mean, this is the micro bag, 2.5 liters. You only have 2 molly straps here. These basically go, I think you can only use one as well. So we can do it down here, it's a little bit easier. So you do it like this. And then this one, just close it like this. And the next one is exactly the same. Just slide it in under here. It's a bit tight, but it's how it's supposed to be. So, now it's attached and ready.
perfect.
These bags are really good to store your first aid kits and lighter items. Tire repair kit, compressor if you have one. A tube, definitely.
Yeah. Perfect size for a tube.
So I would probably not put any accessory bags here. I would put them on the beaver tail, on the rear, definitely.
Yep.
We can showcase it. We lost the stream. So meanwhile, we can turn the bags around, and we can have it already done when we pick up the feed again.
So that's the official proof. Mounting a mini bag is much easier than reconnecting the live stream.
Exactly.
So if you've ever connected a live stream, you can connect mini bags.
Yes.
Scientifically proven.
Yes. So
Done.
okay, let's see if we reconnect here. And a second now.
Maybe we will get hate comments that it's staged because it looks so unbelievably good.
Exactly, now we're back.
So here it's mounted on the beaver tail, exactly the same. It's just mounting through here with the straps, and it's connected.
Yeah, you can see here, connected like this. And again, guys, as these are hanging from a single molly panel strap, we definitely recommend keep your light items in here. Don't start to drop in like 5 kilograms of tools and other stuff, because you will rip the molly panels. They are not designed to carry heavier loads. They are only designed for smaller accessories or to fixate bigger bags before you put the gated G-hook straps on.
Yep.
Okay, let's see. Marcos, I purchased ADVBags, but can you please show the procedure for refueling the 690 Enduro? Much appreciated.
I will get started on connecting the bags.
Yeah. I'll put it on the side stand so it's a little bit easier for you to remove everything. Going down?
Yep. Meanwhile, you can answer more GS questions.
Exactly. So while Kevin is fixing the bags like it would be a 690, I'm gonna have a look at the next comment. Here we have a GS, actually. Yamin. Just pre-ordered the ADVBags for my R1300 GS Adventure. Thank you very much for that. I hope it fits well because I haven't seen any visuals yet. And do you need to dismantle the suitcase supports on the GS A1250 to install the ADVBags? No problem with the fitment. Like we said earlier in this live stream, what you can do is that you remove the pannier racks, I mean the side racks, and you leave the top one, and then you put the ADVBags on, or alternative, you can remove all three of them. Both sides and the top, and then you just connect the ADVBags just like we showcased in the launch video. So that's not going to be a problem at all. Should I help you with this side?
Yeah, you can. It's actually really nice with passenger footbags. It's a lot easier.
Yes.
Or more straightforward.
I think that's going to be enough just to showcase how to refuel the 690 or 701. So are we still having a feed? Yes.
So, how are we going?
Oh, of course.
You jinxed it.
Exactly.
No problem.
Now we're back.
So,
Oh, herregud.
You show it to the camera?
yeah.
Someone shook this bottle for me.
Es ist still. So, as we can see here, we have a Tenere 700. So let's just imagine it has a cylinder less and 10 cc less. So then it's orange. So then it's a 690. And I'm at the gas station because I don't have any fuel anymore. Oh no, my fuel tank is in the rear and bags are in the way. So process. The system, as you can see, the whole bike's moving. The system is attached right now. So everything I do is just undo strap 1, undo strap 2, lift. Fuel. End of the story. After I put it back, I take strap 1, put it here.
I think we lost the stream.
Oh, we're still in.
Oh, we're still in.
We are still good.
I heard something weird.
Strap 1, light connection. Then I go around with the other strap. Yeah. Oh, like this. Strap 2. Yeah.
Now we lost it.
Okay, let's pretend I'm not doing anything in the meantime. I'm not.
Now we're back.
Are we back?
Nope.
Okay, I didn't do anything in the meantime. So both straps lightly connected. Pull the socks over to protect the paint, as I told a million times in the video. Slide this back. Tighten this down. Oh,
Herregud.
yo. Too much strength. But as you can see, your bike can also fall over by just pulling on the straps so they don't rip apart. But that's the process of fueling your bike. So it's really not that complicated. And also, to be honest, now it's been 2 weeks since I've used the bags, you know. So when you do that all the time, it's going to be a 1-minute process. It's not going to be perfect for now, but it's going to be easily doable and probably not the most annoying thing about a 690.
We have Trail Squatch. Josh, I think. I was super bad with names sometimes. Anyway, one of our guys. He is excited for the ADVBags. Once that is soon landing at his place, I think. He's going with his 1290 on a really serious off-road trip shortly.
Perfect.
Anyway, he's asking, is there a space for a water bladder?
Water bladder?
Yes, like a hydration bladder. And not a dedicated space, I'd say.
But there is a lot of space.
Yes, I mean, you have to just improvise. Probably put it under the, how do you say?
Under the top bag?
No, the bungee cords, it's called.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Under the bungee cords and then under the beaver tail, but no dedicated like holster or for a water bladder yet.
But anyway, I wouldn't connect that to my body, because if you fall off, then, you know, it's like a water bladder, a spare, right?
Yeah.
It's not with a connection hose to your mouth.
I don't think so.
Okay.
He's probably for cleaning or cooking, I don't know.
Ah, yeah. Cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, he could probably take 70 liters of water if needed.
Yeah. Like you did with your protein shakes.
Yeah.
Naughty Paul, thanks for showing the 6-liter bags. Are you looking at a quick release solid mount at the rear? As before tonight, and yes, we are most likely gonna look at or having a look at developing a quick release system for the ADVBags for the V2.
Yeah, V2.
Yeah.
So we already have a lot of things we want to do for the V2, and also, like we said before, your feedback is wanted and needed for that. So if you have ideas, even if they might seem stupid at the beginning, maybe they can be realized and actually be beneficial for us all. So just send them in the comments, comment the posts, or write a direct message to Lone Rider or to me. I will forward everything that makes sense or even doesn't make sense to Alex. So we are very much open for feedback, ideas, and everything. So in the end, we want to create the best products, not just for us, but for us all.
Yeah, right? Of course. I mean, that's the whole idea. Brian just put an order for my old F900 GS. Thank you very much. Looking forward to get rid of my big bulky cases. Yeah, definitely. That's gonna be a huge upgrade. I mean, I'm gonna be completely unbiased, regardless of brands.
Yeah.
What I noticed last year when I rode with the V1 prototype fully filled with camping gear, I think the whole system weighed, I don't know, 20-25 kilos if I would have weighed it. I went quite aggressive riding in the passes. I mean, just
road.
Yes, road. And that means a lot of leaning, a lot of like leaning full here and leaning a lot, throwing the bike over, back and forth. What I noticed with a rackless system compared to if I ride with motor bags or motor panniers or whatever it might be, because the bags are closer to the bike. That means you have less kind of, how do you say, leverage weight.
Yeah.
So even though I had a heavier load than if I go riding, for example, if I go for a content ride and have empty motor bags, empty motor case, just a camera maybe, the ADVBags fully packed, full weight, were way, way, way lighter in the twisties compared to empty motor bags or empty motor panniers. That's how big of a difference it makes to get the weight as close to the frame and to the bike as possible, and also a little bit lower.
Do you know how much money companies like motorbike brands spend on half a centimeter of lowering the engine, or lowering it's called center of mass, and the closer you get everything to the middle point, to the calculated middle point of the bike, the better it is for everything. So like you said, cases that are sticking out, they are maybe practical and stuff, but for riding experience on road or off road, everything, just the whole bike will feel a lot better.
Yeah.
And bonus points, with the ADVBags on my itinerary, it's actually a lot easier to wheelie than without them.
Yeah. Now more weight in the rear, so.
Yeah, it's basically like riding a Segway.
Yeah.
You're just standing there
Oh,
waiting.
really?
Yeah. So for everybody who wants to do wheelies, get bags and put 70 liters of water in, and you're good to go.
It was like that with the 1250 GS Adventure. I've seen people when they do it, it's like, this is the balance point. Normally you have the balance point up here, but with the GS with cases and everything, the balance point comes so early. Bruce have a very important question. Will the bags work?
Yes.
Yes.
Very easy, yes.
Yes.
They will work. They will be your ultimate travel companion. You can store whatever you want. They are for sure big enough to be solo camping for multiple weeks. For sure you need to go to a food store every, let's say, 2 to 3 days, depending on how extreme you want to take it with the food. I mean, it's probably not very smart to not drink or eat a lot when you're doing solo travels. But me and Sandro, we were testing a lot, and you can easily fit clothing you need, cooking gear, tent, sleeping pillow, sleeping gear, everything into them, plus a pair of slides, some food, and everything basically I need for a solo camping trip that lasts for a couple of days. And I was just using the side bags for that. So Sandro now, for his world trip, what he's doing, he's adding the top bag, because if I do like extreme off-road trips, let's say, I don't use it because I want more room on the rear, and I don't need it if it's just a 1 or 2 or 3 day event. Like I will go now to Poland, so I will also not put this one on the top. Maybe I would take a smaller one for a tube or something. That would be no problem. But then for Sandro's round the world trip, he will take this on the top for extra space, for a jacket or whatever. Then it's basically everything you need. So they will work, they will hold up, and they will bring a lot of joy to your riding experience. 100%.
Yeah, definitely. We also answered Josh's question about the hydration bladder. You can put it under the bungee cords and lock it with the rest of the beaver tail.
Beaver tail.
Losing the words now, guys. Patrick, will the ADVBags fit on a Tiger 800 XC? Most likely.
Yeah.
Most likely, yes.
I know the Triumph, but Tiger 800 is an older version.
No, I think they stopped producing it around 2018, 17 maybe.
Okay.
Something like this.
But there, the new modern, like, I have nothing in the rear trend was not there, so for sure they will fit.
Yeah, definitely, 100%.
I will check for a picture, but let me confirm in a second, and Alex can.
And we carry on meanwhile with Star Street Adventures. He's requesting, he has a 2018 R1300 GS. He has a 5,000 kilometer trip planned on starting August 1st. I live in Ontario, Canada. If I place an order for the ADVBag 70 today, will I receive this in time? Yes, you should. I cannot guarantee it, but according to all logistics info I have, you should. The thing is, we are now starting shipping end of this month, and depending in where in the world you're living, I mean, in your case, you're living in Ontario, it's the latest you should receive items is mid-July, maybe 20th of July, something. So don't hold me to it, but you definitely should receive it if everything goes according to plan.
Perfect.
Yeah. No promises, but you should.
Triumph Tiger 800, probably one of the best bikes for ADVBags.
Most likely, yes. Yeah.
So 100% yes confirmation for the Triumph Tiger 800 XC.
Yeah. So no problem for Patrick.
No.
You can order and fit a set of ADVBags to your 800. Oh.
Gesundheit to the producer.
Richard, what is the maximum load for the ADVBags?
Wow, we should test that. I will note it. I will note it down.
Yeah. Actually, we don't know because you loaded them a lot. Sandro is loading a lot as well.
You load them a lot for me when I have to shoot with them, so we are all equal. But
I mean, if we put it this way, if he's asking like how much we guarantee without the seam start ripping apart after 1 or 2 years of use, I don't know. I don't even think we have anything on that. But we could test. I mean, we literally could fill the side bags with water.
Yeah.
That means you have 50 kilos, 25 kilos of each. And if it holds up for that, it can hold everything.
The only thing
There's nothing more heavy you carry than water when you're traveling. Water is the heaviest per size ratio. Yeah.
Then I need to get a shock adjustment before.
You have the extreme suspension anyway, so.
Yeah. But it's set up for weight, and if I put 50 kilos on more in the back.
Yeah, but it's preload.
Yeah. I will text myself to remind me, because that would, top speed is already one.
Yeah.
We need to get a top speed on
Top
them.
speed,
That's
maximum
yours.
weight.
Maximum weight is mine.
What more can we do, guys?
Please send them, because that's fun for me, you know.
Yeah.
Because he's the corporate guy, but I can do all the fun stuff, and
Yeah,
you're
exactly.
just supporting me.
Exactly.
So then
I just document it.
Yeah, you're not responsible. We need to make a lone ride, like an ADVBags fun video. Top speed test, maximum weight test.
Yes.
That will be a video production guaranteed.
Yeah. Definitely.
We need more suggestions,
Yes.
like dumb suggestions that actually help. in the end.
Load them up and do like what Fred did, I don't know, 10, 15 years ago. Throw the whole thing behind a car and just let the bags tumble.
How long?
I don't know, we can start with 50, and then we go 100.
Okay.
Just toss the bags
Perfect.
and see how they survive a tumble on the street.
Let's go. Let's go. So top speed, max weight, drag behind car.
Sultan, what do you think it is? Do you think he's wondering if the ADVBags are compatible with this Honda XL750 Transalp? It's a bit wider than the Tenere with a passenger handrail. Yeah, the grips are always something that interfere a bit with rackless systems. If you can remove it, then I would probably recommend to do it. But test it. If it works, it works.
I think you can always detach the handrails.
Yeah. In worst case, just remove the handrails, because you can't access them anyway if you use them to lead your bike around. That's usually what I do. And then just have to put a hand on the top bag of ADVBags, and you just lead your bike that way. Cut and try, and if it doesn't work, just remove the handrails. It's not a big deal. Bruce, here comes the question. It was a little bit delay. Will the bags work on a KTM 500 EXC?
Yes, they will. And also there it could be a bit tricky, because they're actually the number plate holder that is there. It's not the sturdiest one, so if you will load them up properly with like some proper weight, and then with a 500 EXC you can do proper off-roading and jumps and everything. Yeah. So it could potentially not hold, but then there will be the two buckles included, which actually create mounting points on the rear fender.
Yeah, exactly.
So that's what it's for. And yes, for sure it's possible. Probably on the EXC you will have to go around the subframe to mount them, and then it works.
I saw something like this the other day on the kind of motocross bikes, if you call them, dual sport, so no problem.
Should we do, for the fun video, should we mount it on my YZ450 motocross bike?
Didn't we do it already?
No? I just had the idea, but we never did it.
Because
I was with my Tenere race bike. I was on the motocross track.
Do it.
YZ450 luggage. And then how much, like then we do a lap time, how much slower I am with the luggage.
Maybe you're faster, you have better traction.
Maybe I can do longer wheelies. True, could be.
It's like having a four-stroke, better control, because there's more weight in the rear. We'll see.
Let's see.
Jose, do my helmet will wait? He is wondering if his helmet will easily fit on the top bag. If you're referring to
on it,
carrying it, a spare helmet, or?
I mean, probably when you're riding, your helmet should be on your head.
Yeah, I mean, if you're a passenger, but again, you can't ride with a passenger with this system, so you potentially could, but it's not very pleasant, because first you need to remove the top bag, and then the passenger has no backrest, and the holsters are going to be very much in the way for his or her legs or feet.
But maybe he wants to put the helmet inside the bag when he's not riding.
Yes, it really depends on the size of the helmet. I doubt
probably not
helmets will fit at all.
Not this one.
No.
Maybe the bigger ones, you know, if you have the
yeah, the Overlander 48 or Explorer 50, maybe. But I mean, maybe if he doesn't want to leave his helmet on the mirror, for example.
Yeah, but like if you want to be sure, just take your helmet
Yeah.
because it's like not
Yeah.
theft proof for now.
At least you cannot hide the helmet inside the top bag.
Yeah.
No.
Fit it on there. If you balance it correctly,
Yeah.
that works.
We have Gabriel. I'm ordering from Canada. I was wondering if you could tell me what's going on with Canada Post right now and if I might have any issues receiving my order at my address. This is not a question that we should be answering. I would recommend reach out to our customer service team. They will be able to give you a much more accurate estimation because frankly, we do not know. Me and Kevin, we have no idea. Reach out to our customer service team. They will be able to provide an accurate answer.
Yeah.
Yeah. And we reached the bottom. Let's scroll up and see if we missed something. How long have you been streaming now?
2.5 hours. 2 hours.
Yeah, almost 2 hours. 109 minutes, it says.
That's not so bad.
A little bit.
And probably
here we have Joachim. Did you meet him? No, maybe you will meet him, depending on if we shoot that video or not. Super great bag system. Camping trip this weekend. I was super impressed on how easy it was to slide in the inner bags, attach the tent, and just be on my way. Yes, that was one of the guys where I referred to when I said the ADVBags look really good on the 1300 GS Adventure. Go check him out, Fenrir_ADV, if I don't misremember the exact, on Instagram, and you will see the ADVBags fitted to an R1300 GS Adventure.
Beautiful system for the bike.
Yes. Gabriel, thank you. Just placed my order. Everything looks great. Thank you very much.
Perfect.
Very good. Yes, stupid me. He has the same handle on the live stream as Instagram. So Fenrir_ADV. Go check him out if you want to see the adventure with the ADVBags. Marcos has some more ideas for the crash testing. Find a video test to do a sliding test, but also while they are loaded on different surfaces. Yes.
Do I have to ride and then crash, or do we just pull it behind?
We throw them out of the car.
Behind the car.
But different loads would probably what would makes most sense if just load them as you would go camping.
Yeah.
With that kind of weight.
Normal stuff.
Yeah. And throw them out and see how everything
Drag behind car, different surfaces. I put.
Yeah. John Barrett just ordered. Hope the first batch didn't sell out already. Can't wait. Thank you very much, John. Appreciate it. Khaled has a problem on shop. What exactly do you have issues with?
Probably sold out.
I don't know. At the moment, I can't check.
Ah, yeah.
Because my computer is over there, connected to the live stream. Nice. Nope.
Will you, I have a question.
Yes.
Will you give a stock update maybe tomorrow morning for people who are like in doubt, you know, maybe someone is like, yeah, not sure if I need it right now.
Yeah.
And then if they see, oh, it's almost sold out, maybe they're like, I get it.
That's usually what we do. We after a few hours, I mean, now when we ended this live stream, we're going to talk to the team and check the current stock, how many units were sold and how many units are left of the first batch. And then if we're getting tight, we will send out another email saying the first batch is getting really low. If you don't hear anything and the product name when you order still says pre-order first batch, that means you are in the first batch. Later on, if we change it to second batch, that means that the first batch is sold out. If we for some reason have a little bit of a gray zone, I mean it's usually you have an exact number in a batch, and if you sell the exact number, then the second batch starts. But then sometimes people cancel orders in the first batch for whatever reason. That means that allows the first people of the second batch to gain those bags, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
In such super rare occasions, we reach out to you personally for those very select few people that it affects. and then we give you an accurate update so you don't still think you're in the second batch when you're actually in the first batch. So yeah, we will in the coming, probably tomorrow already. Now it's evening here in Europe.
Yeah,
so
it's too late.
tomorrow morning in 12 hours, 15 hours, we're gonna probably send an update with the stock information, and yeah, so people don't risk missing out on the first batch.
Yep.
Brian, if they are sold out, would it say it on checkout, or will you get a sad email later? Yeah, it's the latter. You're gonna get a sad email if they are sold out. But wait until tomorrow. If you haven't heard anything for the next couple of days, that means you're 100% in the first batch.
Richard said something. This might be something for the second batch. Maybe you can place the Velcro for the flags horizontally. So we don't have any video right now, I think. We are waiting on video. Then I can, because I want to explain it, because I think I have the answer. Or at least I have a point. I will let you give the final feedback to it. But...
And we're back.
We're back? Yeah?
Not yet.
Not yet.
Tap the phone. Correct.
We are back.
You do nothing.
Yeah.
Actually,
Exactly. That is,
Yeah, you do nothing.
can't
So,
explain this.
if you see here, this is the Velcro. So, I think he means put it horizontally so it would be like this, but also like this, it would not really match, or it would not be horizontally to the ground. And I think the problem that you have is that generally depends the bike you are riding, how the bags are sitting. So, it's impossible to make a luggage system that's adjustable to every bike. Like you can fix it or put it on every bike and nail the horizontal level on every bike.
Yeah.
So I think that way it's never horizontal, but at least you guarantee that it looks good if you put the flag. So
yeah, and I mean it's also a matter of taste. I mean physically you could put your patch however you want.
yeah, you could put it like this.
You don't have to follow the Velcro base. Yeah, exactly. I mean, you could put it this way, but
Yeah.
it's just a matter of taste. I mean, if something leans forward, it looks more aggressive, a bit cooler, and if it leans backwards, a little bit more laid back, relaxed. And that's not really what the ADV bags are so much about. It's more about action riding off-road. So definitely get your point, but I mean, yeah, you can put your flags in any direction you want. The Velcro base is big enough.
Yep.
So let's see. We are running out of questions, and viewers also. Right now, 53 viewing. Before we wrap up, guys, do you have any last few questions? We can take a few more, and then we're signing off for this time.
Let's say we do 5 more. So, like, think and put something really cool together as a question.
Yeah.
And yes, they do fit on a 1300 GS. I can assure you that.
Yes. Adventure.
Adventure also, yes. And they look good. But the GS community is super strong. I like it.
Yeah.
It's good.
Yeah, that's
I'm just a bit disappointed in my Yamaha people.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah.
Next time, for the next live stream, I will do a public viewing somewhere.
Or maybe we don't get any Yamaha questions because we presented it so well on the Yamaha.
Could be.
Okay, let's see if we have any more questions. Fenner is asking if we have a special pocket for the water bladder. No, we don't. Like we said to Josh, probably the best way to attach a water bladder is under the bungee cord on the top bag.
We're out of video.
Again.
We're back?
We're back.
So here, this is the bungee cord, and imagine my phone would be the water bladder. It could be like this, and then sit like this in the bike. That would work. And then it will be held by the beaver tail, so for sure it doesn't fall out.
Yeah. No risk. Naughty Paul, can you show the bigger Explorer bag on the system? And oh yes, he is a Tenere rider. I'm gonna go get a
The
50,
first one.
50 liter meanwhile. And maybe you can prep the system a bit.
Oh yeah, I have to take off the small bag. BRB people. Oh no, I don't. We can leave the small bag on there. Wait, let me. Oof.
Oh.
So this is ready for 50 liters.
This now is the 50 liter Explorer bag. This is the biggest bag we have.
It's actually quite possible that you put a full kitchen inside.
Yes. Including the kitchen sink.
Yes.
Just squeeze it together.
Yep, works.
I mean,
It actually doesn't even look because it fits the width of the system.
Yeah.
It doesn't even look bad.
No,
I mean, it's huge.
yeah, it's actually it's about this much inside the holsters. So here, if we go a little bit wider, then it would go exactly in the same width as the holsters. And this is basically how you connect. You need to most likely use the beaver tail to attach it, because the attachment points with the included straps for the Explorer bag, I'm not sure if they are really compatible. Probably DIY solution together with the gated G-hook somehow, but I would definitely recommend lock it under the beaver tail.
Under the beaver tail.
Yeah.
But like this, it's cool because you can take a spare subframe, spare engine.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, for the Yamaha.
Spare rear shock,
Yeah,
a couple of forks.
yeah. Everything. We don't need the trucks at the rallies anymore if we can have a couple of those.
Yeah, support.
Is that possible?
Fuck, it looks massive.
Yeah. But the important thing, and that's also that was also thought about, that the bag doesn't stick out over it, because then it would look really shit.
Yeah.
And like this, it's just okay. It looks massive.
Yeah.
You know that if you take a, what is it, 48 liter,
50.
50 liter bag, it will always look massive.
Yeah.
So this is 100 liters. Huh?
Yeah. Fuck, that's a lot of storage.
This filled with water.
It looks like you broke your rear dampener. Okay, let's see. So we've showcased that one. David joined the live later, so maybe you've already had this. Do you plan on specific accessories to put on a molly attachment to pair with the main set? We already have. As you missed this, you can rewatch in the replay, but we're going to show it anyway now. Our mini bag, tall bag, fits super good on the bases.
Do you want to fit it?
I don't know if you can see. We still have a feed. Good. So you can put them here. You can put them.
You jinxed it.
Of course. Oh, of course. Okay. Let's wait a bit.
Now we're good?
Okay, we're good. So you can put the tall bag, for example, here, and then you attach it with these gated G hooks to carry the weight. These loops are designed to carry the weight. The molly panels are not designed to carry any weight at all. They are only designed to fixate the bag to the holster, but the weight and the wiggle needs to be locked with these loops, and especially when you attach it underneath. If you watch the launch video, when we are running through the tech specs, I think, or is it a presentation, you have a few frames where you see the tall bag attached underneath on this side. The mini bag is twice as wide and double. This is 6 liters. The mini bag is 6 liters, the tall bag is 3 liters. And this one fits here also. My personal taste, it's a little bit wide, so it sticks out a bit. Definitely works, but no problem. It's just a matter of taste and, of course, how much storage room you need. So no problem. Brian, how many liters is this big bag on? The big black Explorer bag is 50 liters.
But if you're coming late to the live stream, this is not how the ADVBags look.
No.
This is like a very
There's a customized version
DIY setup.
if you need more storage than what's originally provided.
Yep.
Richard, so what I understand is that the passenger seat will be completely useless if you attach the ADVBags. Is that right? More or less, yes. The ADVBags are not made for two-up riding. They are made for single riding when you want to shave off as much weight as you can when you're going off-road.
If you want 2 people and luggage, most likely the best system that you can use is a racked system, right?
Yeah,
because
motorbikes,
they are
for example.
designed.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Star Street Adventures. Will there be any unwanted movement of the ADVBags setup when mounted to the R1300 GS while riding on trails? I mean, will it be solid on the mount? It will be dead solid.
Yep.
They don't move at all. I mean, the holsters move a little bit and the top bag wiggles a little bit, but the base is dead on the bike.
It always depends a little bit on how you fill up the bags also. So for example, if there is, let's say, light jackets where you cannot create a lot of pressure, then you will have a little bit of movement because there's no real fixation possible. If there's solid stuff inside, like a sleeping bag, like camping equipment, even if it's a lot heavier than just jackets, they will be dead solid.
Yeah.
Yes, there is little movement, but there is no movement or not enough movement for them to break. So, and especially on a GS, the extreme, or you cannot take the off-road riding to a certain extreme where you will have any problems with the bags without crashing.
Yeah.
If you crash, maybe you can damage them, but with riding, for sure, no chance.
No. Yeah, definitely.
No chance.
Ron, very valid question. Can mini bags be ordered when ordering ADVBags? Yes, for sure. Just add them to the cart, and that's it.
Yeah.
I would definitely recommend you having a look at our tall bag as well. But if you need the size of the mini bags, the 6 liters, the double size, then definitely go for it. We also have bottle holders that you can attach to the top part and micro bags that you can attach to the beaver tail. All different attachment variants are showcased in the video we released earlier tonight. Jimmy, will I need a back support plate to support the bags on my 1250 GS Adventure? If he's referring to a top case rack, maybe.
No, because you have a tail.
Yeah, I mean, you 99% of the times it's already included with the bike. You can test, and it's the only thing I'm wondering if it's the grab handles, if they come out far enough so it makes the bags go a little bit more around. Then if you remove it, then it's going to sit much more flush with everything. So test, but you don't necessarily need a top case rack to mount the ADVBags. Again, have a look at the launch video where Kevin is showcasing how to install the ADVBags on his Tenere 700, where there's no racks at all. The bike is completely naked. They don't even have passenger foot peg brackets on. So check out the video again, and that might give you some inspiration on how you can do it on your 1250.
Yep.
Lucas, worth it for a sport bike? We have an R7 around the corner.
You will show it on the R7.
Depends what you want to do. If you want to travel with a sports bike,
I mean, possible, but you're gonna scratch the hell out of the sport bike. And I mean, usually you wanna keep the sport bike pristine. I mean, an adventure bike, you don't care if the plastic's a little bit scratched.
yeah.
But a sport bike, it's I mean, you can put protective plastic film on.
It's not built for sports bikes, but also you can put it on your car's roof if you like.
Yeah.
If it's legal, different story,
Yeah.
but it's possible.
Yeah, I mean, definitely possible. It's just, it's the will that fails most of the times. I mean, if you're motivated enough, more or less anything is possible.
Yeah.
Nordy Paul, again, is active tonight. Hacked off your internet provider. Will the ADV tent fit in the standard top bag? I think so. Can we take it out?
Of course.
Wait, you don't need to. I have another one here.
Of course you have.
Yes, of course I have.
Now I will show Alex's private gear to the people of the internet. Or is he lucky and he will be...
It's just going to be a free placement here for my
Yeah,
gear supplier.
I'm almost not allowed to touch this gear. Yeah, but I'm not taking it out anyway.
No, the way it's broke.
Yeah.
Ah, yeah, you can take it out.
Yeah.
Okay, this is the ADV tent. Tent poles, everything is included. This is exactly, I mean, this tent is even unused. This is how you receive it when you buy it. And putting, I mean, this is...
Yeah, you can put two maybe.
Then I don't know if you can see inside. You still have a lot of.
You can still put a tall bag
Exactly.
inside,
I
no
mean,
problem.
Just size-wise.
Yep,
Yeah.
tall bag.
And there's still
Yeah.
some room left.
And we can also roll it up, so we prove that we are not just
Exactly.
talking. So as you can see, no problem. ADV tent and also a tall bag in the top bag of the ADV bags. And before, as you can see, there was a lot of like a jacket and pants and another jacket. So usually, if I can recommend you guys something, pack the heavy stuff on the bottom, and then the higher it goes, put it more light. So if you have a jacket and something that's really light and just takes up a lot of volume, top bag is probably the right spot for it. If you have something like protein shakes and you carry 7 liters of almond milk like I do when traveling, then put it in the bottom of the bag so the center of the mass is down low. And yeah, it doesn't move around. It's the most easy thing like that.
Here we also have Fender. He's confirming, because before he bought his 1300 GSA, he had the 1200 GSA, and he says that the top case rack is not needed on the 1200, 1250 to fit the ADV bags.
Yep.
It helps a bit, but it works as good without. And without the top case rack, the bags are sitting way more flush with the bike, so not needed. Thanks for confirming.
Cool.
David, would be cool if all the customer who made it in the first batch will receive a flag or a patch to attach, something like Lone Rider ADV Bags V1.0.
Cool idea.
That was a good idea. They should almost have made it natively into the bags themselves. That's a good idea for future products, definitely.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Now it's too late to do it because the bags are actually already produced.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's a good one. That will be noted.
That's a cool idea.
Because it's like a limited edition kind of. Because there will only be one first batch.
Exactly. That's a really good idea.
Yeah.
Ron, what is the approximate front to back dimension of center base mount? I want to make sure I can get seat off with system mounted.
Ah, okay. I know what he wants.
Okay.
Where's the tape? Merci. "25.5 centimeters." So he wants to know, for example, if you have a split seat, that he can leave it on, take the front seat off.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure that's it. If so, please confirm, but I think I got it right. 25.5 centimeters. And on a Tenere with a split seat, it works 100%. I checked. We had a word raid.
Split seat. I never
Yeah.
seen. Is it on the world rate? Oh, really?
Yeah, I mean, you got the fancy rally version where you have a rally
Well,
seat.
I've seen every Tenere I've seen has one piece seat.
Yeah, because it's cool to have it. No, but all the standard bikes, they have
Yeah.
a split seat.
Yeah.
The old ones. I think the new ones have
Yeah.
a straight. Yeah.
Yeah.
All the old old.
Yeah.
Well, the previous generation
Yeah.
models.
I usually also out on my 1200 I had a rally seat, and that was like
One piece.
1.25. So you had like the passenger seat was split in half, or it was like first you had the rider seat and then a little bit of the pillion seat, and then it stopped, and then you had some plastic thing that covered the rest. That was the rally seat for the 1200, 1250 also, I think. Anyway, Star Street Adventures, do you offer any discounts when ordering or adding additional bags with your ADVBags order? Get in touch with our customer service. I'm sure they can do something. Just email them, see what they can do.
And you already have 20% off the ADVBags.
Yes.
So there's the big saving.
Yes,
already.
that's the really big thing.
Yeah.
Sorry for the pronunciation. Sue Pavlamos, ordered, can't wait. Thank you very much.
There will be, just imagine for a second how many people will receive packages in like mid-July, right? June? Yeah, July.
Yeah,
mid-July, and they will be so happy
Yeah.
for the rest of their,
Exactly.
or for the next coming years. That's like one of the best things, to know how happy you guys will be.
Yeah. Mats is asking, and he actually ordered bags for his new Tenere Rally.
Really?
Yes, thanks, Mats. He's wondering, and he also ordered Swedish flags, of course. I mean, why would
They match
Yes.
so well.
they match?
This is like the most Swedish bike I've ever seen in the end, yeah.
I still call it baby blue, so.
Yeah.
Anyway, he is asking, how does the front straps work on the Tenere tie-down points?
Front straps, so you have two options basically.
Yeah.
Ride with the passenger foot pegs or ride without them. And as you can see here, if you have a look, here this is the option with the passenger foot pegs, so it works really, really, really nice. It's the first time I've ever used it because I don't use the passenger foot pegs normally. But as you can see here, they fit beautifully. Now they are not fully tightened, but we can do that. So that works like this. And if you take them off, if you're like only riding solo or properly off-road, then they are a little bit in the way of your boots. So I personally take them off, but then here you can buy some aftermarket stuff, just some loops, or also you can go around this subframe. That also works, but the nicer option is to buy some aftermarket stuff. It's really cheap. I think I bought mine for 20 euros or something. They are just made out of plastic and they create hooks. Also, if you want to see how that looks, it's in our installation video, in the last video we just released. There you can see my mounting points on my bike.
Yeah.
That's how it works. And congrats on the new bike. You will love it.
Where are we here? Lucas, have you tried on a Husqvarna 701 or similar bike? Not personally, but they will fit.
It will fit.
They will fit.
The shape of the bike is so similar to a Tenere or something, just from the rough shape. For sure there's the fuel tank and all that. We addressed that already. But from the shape and mounting points, not a single problem.
Josh Barrett, do your packing cubes fit into the side bags or top bags? Yes, very much so. They are perfect. I mean, those packing cubes are so popular because they are so smart. I use every time I go travel. Even when I go not bike travels. I mean, I go regular travels when I travel for business or whatever. I mean, if I want to organize my t-shirts, underwear, camera gear, whatever it might be, these packing cubes, they are so neat and so organizational. And the best thing is that you can uncompress them by undoing the zipper, make them like tall. You put everything inside and then you compress, and it's like pucks.
Squeeze the air.
Yeah,
out,
really pucks of stuff, and you get them down to such a compressed state that you fit so much inside. So 100% they fit in any of the bags, anywhere, definitely. Chris, cheers guys. Placed my order from Lisbon at 6 p.m. Looking forward to trying out my World Raid Tenere. Thank you very much, Chris.
He will have some fun.
Yeah, definitely. Bjorn on wheels. Will there be a mechanical quick release for the base plate, not just the rear straps? Yes, V2. We will most likely have a quick release of some form for the rear.
Yep.
Maybe at the front also. We'll see what the development team is coming up with.
The Yamaha people are finally showing
Yeah,
up.
they are latecomers.
Yeah.
John Barrett again. Mine will be used on a World Raid and a DRC 400. Will you sell the harness on its own at some point? Are you referring to the attachment straps or the base with the holsters and the beaver tail? Let us know in a new comment and we will be able to answer.
Probably the base plate.
Most likely.
Because
I mean, why would you like a complete new base plate?
actually, to answer your question, probably it makes more sense before you spend additional money to buy whatever else to not swap the systems. It's actually so easy to swap the systems that you can just swap the whole thing.
Yeah,
It's literally
it's so quick.
If you are used to if you know where your mounting points are on the DRZ and what was the other Tenere?
Yeah, World Raid.
Yeah, World Raid is literally the easiest bike to mount it.
Yeah.
It's the easiest I've ever seen to mount it to. So it's like maybe 2 minutes or 3 minutes to mount it if you know what you're doing. And then on the DRZ, yeah, same story. Maybe it's 5 minutes. Yeah. So I don't think it's worth spending another couple €100 for something extra.
Yeah, and if you're referring to, if like say you have a crash and you completely rip one of the holsters or damage it, so I mean still functional, but you don't want to ride around with a crashed system. I need to check, but most likely you will be able to buy just a left-hand side or right-hand side base plate with the holster attached. You don't need to buy a complete new system, but I need to check with the team. But I really hope we offer that solution.
Sure.
Bjorn on wheels again. How about fitment to the F900 GS? Does the only one leg angle really fit all bike attachments? Yes, in the launch video we showcased the heat shield on an F900, so there's no problem mounting it. You just need to do like Kevin did on his Tenere, that instead of having something in the rear, like a luggage rack for example, if you don't have it, you just take the rear straps and you go underneath and opposite direction and then just tighten the rear underneath the whole tail and you're good to go.
Yep.
Can you use this without the top bag? Isn't the passenger seat then available?
Yes, you can use it without the top bag because I already did, because sometimes when I go like hardcore off-road travel, I don't need the extra luggage space from the top bag, so I remove it, and you can also remove the whole beaver tail, so then it's actually quite clean. You just have the 2 side bags, and then on the rear it's just flat. Actually, I will probably take something like this bag. What was the name again?
Mini bag.
Mini bag, just to take tools. That would be cool. And then passenger seat would be available, but there's not enough space for the feet.
Yeah, and it's not very comfortable to sit for the passenger either, because all the padding is completely gone. It's a plastic, flexible but hard plastic base plate. And then you have all these straps and uneven surfaces, and at the very rear you also have the metal plate to replace, a toolless replace of the attachment straps, and sitting on that, it might work just to get to the gas station from home, but I would not like to sit on that for more than
Maybe you can develop a Lone Rider beaver seat with a pillow and the neck.
Yeah, I mean, you can always do a DIY solution because it has a Velcro attachment, so the DIY passenger seat would not be sliding around as much, but not the best system to ride 2 up on.
No.
I would do something else then. Motor bags, for example.
Yeah.
Bjorn again, what is the interior color of the inner bags? Same as on the outside.
Yep.
They are gray inside out. We are actually, for the first time I think, not having a red inside, because usually we have the same color on both sides, depending on or regardless of the bag, the material. So these, all three dry bags on the ADVBags are the same color. They are mid-gray on the inside.
Would be also maybe something for colorways in the future where we
Yeah.
could think about like having them clean on the outside and like super out there on the inside would look cool. Like it's with the red from the holsters.
Yeah. I mean, physically, I think it's possible. Because I think it's just a laminate.
Yep.
You have the PVC, is it? I can't remember. On the outside, and you have something in the middle
Yeah.
just to make it tear resistant, and then you have on the other side, and that's what makes it waterproof. Björn, not red or blue. The thing is, red is a very good contrast, at least what we've tried in the past. We have so many bags that are red on the inside. At least the inner bags. I mean, for the motor bags, the bags are red on both sides, but then all the, like the mini bag, for example, or tail pack, all of them have a red lining on the inside. So, and that's also company colors. So blue, most likely cool. Not. If we're gonna introduce another color on the inside, most likely gonna be red. But we'll see. We'll see. Like we discussed earlier tonight, we'll see how long it takes before, or what colors of the ADVBags will come next, and not just gray and black.
Also, if you would know, because I can understand a little bit that you're used to having red lining on the inside, but if you would know how many design revisions and things that were actually needed for the bags to be released, you know, you don't need them to be red on the inside to release them.
No.
But we had so many things to change to be able to offer them to the customers. There was actually so much time spent on that part. So I think probably that's one of the things why we chose to not do color on the inside and just have them fully functional. And also it's better to have them ready for you before summer and not in December.
I think there's also, I mean, now I'm just guessing that it's cheaper to have same color on both sides than to mix them, because then you need to do a special order of the material, and that keeps the cost down for you guys as well. So, but we'll see what we can do for the future. Right now, we just wanted to release here and get a system that works on any bike, regardless of brand or color. And then in the future, we're looking at introducing some color schemes that looks really good. And I think that's it. We're still going strong with almost 60 people.
Yeah, we have more viewers than before.
Yeah. I think it peaked around 160 or so. Like I usually do on our live streams, or at least the
one that was working.
Yeah.
Should we do 3 more?
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, we only did 5 more before, so let's do 3.
We've done probably 15 by
now.
William, do you have any other products coming for the R1300 GS Adventure as well? Product or model specific? Yes, right now we have actually under nose mounts for the lights. They have had a super silent release because I didn't want to disturb too much of the ADVBags campaign. They are available right now to order on the website. We're gonna make some more noise next week about them. So they are just released now if you want to have lights on your GS Adventure. Then we are also having pannier racks, I mean motor racks, coming very, very soon, and also a dedicated top case rack. So you don't need to order your bike with this Vario-like or top case luggage carrier rack, whatever they call it, BMW, because it's quite expensive, and it's ours will be way, way cheaper and more suited for the purpose. And more than that, on the GS Adventure headlight guard, I received a prototype, and that will be also now we're just validating the fitment and that everything works as intended, and then we can go into mass production. So we're probably looking at doing something similar to what we did last year during Black Friday, when we did a release of the standard GS headlight guard during Black Friday. So probably gonna do something similar this year as well for the GS Adventure. And that's about it, what I know for... No, wait, there are more things coming also. This is not product specific, but it's more general, but it's also made for the GS Adventure. It's the motor panniers that if you watched my video when I picked up my GS Adventure, I gave a quick rundown of the aluminum panniers that we're having soon, a pre-sale of. And then what more is coming? In the R&D phase so far is also rackless motor bags for the GS Adventure. I know the guys are working on it. I don't know the current status of it, but they will come at one point for sure. So that's it for the GS Adventure.
Fenrir says, say hi to Oliver.
Yes.
Hi, Oliver.
Hi, Fenrir.
Richard, when do the rackless motorbags come for the R1300 GS? For the standard version, I'm not sure when. I know the GS Adventure has gotten priority over the standard GS. So for the standard GS, I don't know. I need to check with the development team.
But as you can see, there's a million things in the works at the same time.
Yes, we have
So
so many. We have not only that. I mean, as we are releasing the motor panniers very soon as well, they will need racks to fit because they're very specific. That means we have so many pannier racks for so many bikes coming that it's crazy. I think it's like 15-20 models of racks for different bikes and models and years and everything.
Yeah.
So it's a lot in the works. A lot of stuff is coming this year.
A lot of good products coming out for you.
Yeah, a ton of good products. Matthias, Triumph. Yes,
Yes,
Triumph Tiger works. It's no problem. It will fit.
it will fit. Good. So you said 3. We did 5 again. So
I'm really tired now.
But like,
Yeah.
get his nose like looking. Oh, there's another question.
yeah, there's another one.
another
There's
one.
another one. Somebody might type a comment right now. We never know. No, I think it's a good time to call it again. Sorry for the connectivity issues.
Super sorry, guys. It's but now it's been stable for a few minutes.
Yeah.
Yeah, because nobody's typing any comments. You know, the people are so slow that Alex even got tired. He just admitted himself. You know, it's not enough comments. So
We've had a fair share of comments tonight. Thank you very much, guys, for your engagements. Means a lot.
yeah, was
It's-
really
Yeah, I really like these live segments now. At least when the gear is working.
yeah.
Yeah.
Now it stopped. Yeah.
Now it's okay.
Next time-
Just because you said it.
I found a solution. Next time we call it live podcast. So then whenever the video is working, they're like, oh wow, they even do video. And then when
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
back to podcast, they like,
Yeah.
you know, keep
Exactly.
the expectations low and over deliver.
Yeah, no, for the motor panniers, most likely gonna do a live Q&A also. You're probably not gonna be here because it's not very relevant product for you. But we're gonna make sure to deep dive. I mean, the settings I used for the Black Friday live, I tested it 5 minutes at home. Oh, super easy.
And work.
Just connecting the camera, it worked seamlessly. And tonight we struggled for 2.5 hours, which should have been a 5 minute or even shorter because all the settings were saved since November. Nothing worked. So right now we are actually streaming wireless from my iPhone to my computer via a software that goes up to YouTube.
And
So-
it's uploaded to YouTube via a hotspot.
Yes,
Also.
on the same phone. What percentage do we have?
We are at 22.
Okay, good. So we're not
Pretty
critical.
good. No. Anyway, was very, very nice from my side to be involved. And thank you guys for all the feedback I got on my personal channels throughout the whole process. It was a lot of work from my side, but also from Alex's side and also from the whole Lone Rider team in development, from our factories and everybody. So big thank you. For us, it's a huge milestone to finally release the product. We are super stoked. We did a lot of production days, shooting in various places from Sardinia to France to Switzerland to Germany. So very many different countries. Like it was almost normal to do it, but then when you hear it like this, it's actually quite the journey, to be honest.
Yeah.
So I'm super stoked. Please let me know. I would be personally very interested about your direct feedback to me. So if you're like super happy or super sad, or from whatever reason, which I don't think, and you're too scared to tell Alex or Lone Rider, just say it to me if you want. I would actually be really curious to know how it is, because we did not just do some work, we put our heart and soul into this product, and was really a great time to do so much work and create something where we can actually truly stand behind. And at least from my side, you know, you're used to it, but for me to release a product with my name on it, basically, I mean, it's not called the Kevin Gallas bags, but basically they are a little bit of the Kevin Gallas bags.
I mean,
so
you're the product ambassador. So.
I'm the product ambassador for the bags, so I made it very clear from the beginning that if I do this project, I want, or the bags cannot be shit, you know, they cannot break, they have to withstand whatever I will throw at them. So we made sure they hold up to this standard, and I'm very curious to hear your opinion, to hear your thoughts, to hear your maybe ideas for the future for the version 2. You already heard a couple of them, and that's it from my side. Again, thank you to you guys, and also to Lone Rider and you, Alex, for the trust and all the work. It's been amazing what we've experienced so far, racing Erzberg with bags. Crazy. And this, let me tell you one thing, this is only the beginning.
Yeah, we have way more stuff to show you guys. I mean, this was just V1 of one version. We have many more versions with lots of more functionality coming in future versions, and we have more models coming, and we have more of everything coming. Hard luggage, lights, protection, everything, soft luggage. We have so much to share for the remainder of this year and next year, so stay tuned. But with that, I think we call it a night. We'll call it a day, basically. We've been streaming now for 2.5 hours, more or less. And I assume probably there's not going to be so many questions after. Probably it's going to be maybe 1 hour, 1.5 hours, and then people are just going to tackle off. And not at all. The questions just kept coming for, still coming.
Yeah,
2.5 hours. So thanks a lot, guys, for staying with us tonight. And sorry again for the shit video feed we had, literally, but next time it's gonna be much better.
That's it.
So with that, hope you liked the live stream, and as always, ride safe, and thanks again for watching. Have a nice evening or day.